Christmas books, part 4. 24-hour Christmas reads, yes please. Y'all know I love Christina Lauren. I have read many of their books, and this book was just as good as the rest of them. I keep thinking, okay, there's going to be a dud out there, but Christina Lauren can't write a bad book, and I stand by it. This book was a childhood best friend's big brother trope. And then throw in a mix of the Groundhog Day with that trope, and you have got this book, which was phenomenal. I literally ate it in 24 hours. Less than that, because I woke up in the morning and started reading, and I finished it that night in bed. So this book follows a girl named May, and she and her family go to a cabin every year for the holidays with her parents' best friends and their family. I love the chosen family dynamics in this book because I also have chosen family. I have blood family and I have chosen family. And I think the fact that the people in here were chosen family made this book that much sweeter. So May is at the cabin and they do Christmas with her family and her chosen family. And they are on their way home after finding out that the owners of the cabin, who is her parents' best friends, are selling the cabin and they are no longer going to go. Now, they have been going to this cabin since they were children every single Christmas, so there's a lot of emotions that are brought up with that. While they are discussing how everyone is feeling and on their way to the airport, they are in a car accident. When May wakes up from the car accident after being knocked unconscious, she is on the airplane and they are flying back to the cabin because it is a week earlier and Christmas hasn't actually happened yet. Now, the interesting dynamic is that before they were in the car accident and before they found out that the cabin was going to be sold, May made out with her best friend. And he did not handle it well, and she was feeling that she had maybe ruined the relationship. May did not actually like her best friend in that way. She's actually been crushing and somewhat in love with his older brother since she was 13. So after the car accident and after she wakes up and discovers that she is basically reliving this same week all over again, she starts trying to work through the emotions of how she had made out with her best friend and how she thinks that she loves his older brother and how he doesn't like her at all. And it's not really a love triangle, but it's definitely best friend's brother when your best friend is male and you made out with him. But since we're technically back in time, he does not know that you guys made out yet. So she is trying to change the course of how this ends. She's trying to keep everything from happening the way it did before the car accident. And I did not know that it was going to be this setup. I just saw Christina Lauren, I saw Christmas book, and I was like, yep, we're going to read it. I had no idea that it was set up like Groundhog Day, where something would happen and then she would come right back at the beginning all over again. And so we do that a couple of times in this book, and it's so much fun to see the stress on May as she's trying to figure out what is going on and how she's working through this and how she's trying to relive this day over and over and over again. And she keeps trying to make it further into the week before it resets and starts over again. And I loved it. I devoured it. It is a wonderful holiday read. I highly suggest anyone who wants a really quick palate cleanser. It's a 300-page book, so it's not a super long read. Christina Lauren does not take their spice to a super explicit level. So while it's not closed door, it basically almost is. So keep that in mind when you are reading this. You are not going to get a ton of spice from these books, but they are good, wholesome books.